So firstly, is the ringgit on the road to recovery now? And did the 1MDB fiasco lead to the ringgit's plunge? Is it still keeping the ringgit weak? Is there any statistical evidence for this?
Okay, I will put it this way, that there is some, the ringgit is undervalued,
Okay.
But not as undervalued as most people think it is.
Okay.
My estimate is roughly around 5 to 7%.
Okay.
So from here where we are now, I think it should be around 4 to the US dollar rather than 4.2 to 4.3. The other aspect of it is that most of this movement is actually coming from the US dollar, not the ringgit.
Okay.
Okay. Did 1MDB have an effect? Yes, it did.
Okay.
But it was quite short-lived. I think about roughly around 9 months or so. Yeah. Roughly around the point of time of the WSJ article coming out and the sale of EDRA.
Okay.
And it did have an effect then, as far as what my studies are concerned. But since no. I think the biggest issue that foreign investors have with the ringgit right now is they're scared of Bengal. Literally.
Because of changes in regulatory policies.
Correct. So they're looking at it as regulatory risk more than anything else. So they're quite cautious about buying into ringgit assets because of that. More than anything else.
Okay.
And they clamp down on the non-deliverable.
And I can understand the argument that they were making, but it could have been done a bit more smoothly.
Spook the market.
They did spook them, yeah.
Interesting. Ibrahim, from the views on the ground, do they see? Do they align with what Hisham has just shared with us?
I think there's a big dichotomy in terms of what the macro numbers are in terms of the well-being of the economy, the strength of our currency, and that the mood on the ground. I mean, the mood on the ground is much more pessimistic, much more negative compared to what we're seeing in terms of the stats. And I think people have longer reference frames. I mean, they remember the time when the ringgit was 3.5 or 3.5, whether it was 20 years ago.
When they travel overseas.
When they travel overseas, they find that they get very little when they convert. And but the point is, people generally are still. I think the diminution in terms of wealth and all that, I think, is very minimal. And for many people that are cutting back, it's cutting back from 4 trips annually to London to maybe 3 trips or something like that. For people who can afford, but for people on the ground, I think there has been a discernible impact in terms of, say, the price of items that they have to purchase. For example, say milk. We know that from some of our work, that the sale of, say, 1 kilogram infant formula has declined, but the sale of half-kilo packs have increased. So which means that families are adjusting by buying smaller portions of things that are considered expensive.